Okay, just making sure the camera's pointed right. So I'm getting close to the next stage now where I'm going to be sewing on the top part to the phone case. This is what I have. So it's not very good leather. I mean, it's leather. It's thin. It's probably like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 ounces. I don't think it's 4 ounces really. That's really thin. And that's the whole point of this. Remember, they used really thin leather for this stuff. A couple of pieces they don't. It really depends on the artist who is working. But for this, this is a thin leather. It's not great leather. It's like grade B or C. They're pock marks and everything, and that's fine. I don't need anything really fancy for this part. My next layer, though, will actually be good calf skin and very thin. I gotta be careful where I touch. This stuff's awesome when it comes to tooling. This, not so much. I've tried tooling on this, and I've tried tooling on this. This holds a mark, and it's really easy to make marks. It holds it well. You know, when you're first tooling, I was using this stuff, and I thought, oh my God, how do they do this? This stuff sucks. Then I tried this, and I went, oh. So they saved this good stuff for tooling and everything else for structural. So, like I said, this I'm saving for the end, and I have more of it. It's basically this might be a grade B actually. You know, if you can invest in it, get a nice hide of grade A. There are a couple of places out there. I get from a place online now from Italy. I get some really nice grade A Italian calfskin hides. They offer grade A, B, and C. I know our local Tandy in Philly has a couple of calfskins that just came in. Mind you, when this is published, it's in the late summer of 2018, so I don't know how long they'll have them. But the manager there is really great, and she'll help you out if you, you know, go in and just say you're part of the SCA and you're really wanting to learn or make some nice stuff. So you can always tell her, you know, Barry sent you. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt me either. Anyway, so you can find it. You can get it online, like I said, or at Tandy, or there are a couple of other leather stores out there that are good online. Tandy you can actually go to and touch stuff, though. Sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get, and you know, a place says, oh yeah, it's grade A, and you get it, and you're like, what? But there are marks all over, the cut's horrible, you know, so you got to find a reputable place. And if you can get your hands on, feel, understand what you're working with, that's a great thing. So this is the leather I'm going to be sewing up with now on this one. I'm going to attach the top part a little different. I'm going to sew it a little differently. This is going to be a flap that's going to fold over, and then I'll stitch around 3 sides. Instead of, like here, I stitched in the ends here, and then the center for the bottom. I don't want to leave any, the lid, in my opinion, will be a little bit less strong, and I just want to keep this nice and solid on the top. So that's why I'm going to stitch around the sides. And so you also understand, I'm just kind of guessing. I left this piece on while I was doing this. It's not perfect in size. I just kind of laid it. I'm going to do a corner stitch this time, so I'm going to stitch it in this one corner. It really could be anywhere you want. This is just where I felt like doing. And also, another reason actually, is because when I'm stitching, if I'm stitching flat and I've got this piece of leather underneath, my awl is going to keep catching into this piece of leather, and I think it's easier if I can kind of skim the edge here so my awl doesn't tack into this. There's no need for it to tack in. So I think personally that if I were to take this, go like that, and then stitch through, it'll be a little bit easier. So it's not, I'm not squeezing this on real tight because remember, we're going to stick this in the oven to dry, and I am expecting it to just you know, tighten up a little bit and stuff. When we glue it and all that stuff, and you wet the leather, it'll kind of mold better to this. So what I did was I just kind of lined it up, scratched a line, and I'm going to cut that piece off. And as you can see here, just want to give you guys a quick show. This will just kind of come up. You can see I made it bigger here and here than what's actually there, and that's fine because we can always trim that down afterwards. We don't want to give ourselves not enough, because then we'll run into problems later on. I always find that's a problem, actually. So if you can cut it a little looser, all the more power.